Hello Capricorn. This is your July forecast. So the uplifting news is that Mars, planet that rules energy, passion, forward momentum, is going forward and no longer retrograde. So you really should find, Capricorns, that your energy begins to pick up, that any projects that have been on slow, the feeling of stagnation, the feeling as though things haven't been moving very much, should really begin to pick up this month. You should really get a sense of, oh yes, really I can feel my own energy coming back, and I can see glimpses that things that I've been working on are really starting to move forward now. This Mars in your 11th house here all month, direct, this would be a very good month for pushing ahead with any kind of social connections, particularly on anything on the internet. This is a really good time for courageously connecting with people maybe that you admire, that you really would like to build some kind of a bond with, or a friendship with, or a business with even. So the focus this month, largely at the beginning of the month, is on your relationship house, Capricorns, with Sun, Mercury and Venus in this 7th house of relationship. And these are wonderful planets to have in the 7th house of relationship. And so what this means is it bodes really well for connecting with people, for being able to make peace if there's been some difficulties in a relationship, for communicating easily, for bringing about maybe a compromise if there's been a situation in a business setting that there can be compromise reached. These are beautiful planets, and especially on the 4th of the month we've got a new moon happening in this 7th house of relationships, really refreshing everything to do with your relationships, Capricorns. You've been doing a hell of a lot of self-transformation, certainly since 2008, and still ongoing for many of you. And so this is now the new you. The transformed you can create newness in your relationships. The way I see this new moon in your relationship house is it's like a refresh button, a rebirth of relationships, whether it be an existing one or a new one. It could be a new romance, a new business relationship. All kinds of relationships are given a breath of fresh air this month. On the 13th of the month we've got Venus going into your 8th house, and the 14th, Mercury joining it. And so this focus now is on anything to do with resources. So somebody may give you some money, may sponsor you, may give you a grant. If you're looking for finances or anything like that, this would be a very good time during the last couple of weeks of the month to go for it, to ask, to look around, crowdfunding, whatever it is, to sponsor whatever it is, or maybe study, a grant for studying. It's also a very good time possibly for your partner's finances, some good news, something nice coming through in that way. It's also a wonderful time for taking a relationship onto a deeper level. Yes, maybe becoming more intimate. And this could be with a friendship. Maybe you've had a superficial friendship with somebody and you want to take it to, you really feel as though this person, you can trust this person, and you want to go deeper. So that could be very, very lovely, especially because Venus and Mercury together make for some very good conversations, interesting, and especially in the 8th house, deep conversations. Now on the 19th of the month we've got a full moon happening in your sign, Capricorn. So it's in your house, your 1st house, and it's shining a light on you. So the first part of the month was about your relationships, and now it's back again, the focus, the magnifying glass is back on you, Capricorns. So really an opportunity, as it's a full moon, to really look at how you're doing, to really acknowledge yourself for all the wonderful things that you've accomplished. Certainly a tendency with Capricorns always to feel as though you're not enough, not done enough, didn't do this, oh, it should have, would have, might have, and somehow rehash a lot of the past. This is going to shine a light on you and say, hey, Capricorns, time to look at what I have achieved, what I have done, all my wonderful qualities, and shine a light on those. because you've done so much work on yourselves, Capricorns. You've done so much, you've made so many wonderful changes. If you don't really look back and say how far you've come, then you're always feeling as though you're in lack. So this is going to really boost you forward, potentially, if you so choose. And on the 23rd of the month, we've got the Sun coming into this 8th house, shining a light in this area. You could get an inheritance. Somebody really could leave you some money, maybe just serendipitously, maybe when you least expected it. And it's also still with that 8th house emphasis towards the end of the month, a wonderful time for anything connected with your spiritual endeavours, anything connected with going more deeply into the esoteric. Maybe you'd like to learn astrology, maybe you'd like to develop your psychic, intuitive skills more, your healing abilities. All those kinds of things are beautifully aspected for you during this month. Have a wonderful July.